How much pizza are you doing this? So you did much of this before?
Only one time I had one test, but I didn't have no commentary and stuff. I'm the same board.
That's it. mechanic there. Huh? Let me buy when it's good. You're running 3 years. 4 years. Situation. I want to make sure that it's going to work. Your name is what? lot of wood. It's a lot of wood.
Go Samuel. She said all day. Go Samuel. She said all day. Not a drum of water. Jeez.
Try it. Y'all putting the inches here? Nice. Huh? Huh?
Do you think this happen right in the backyard?
Y'all ain't got no water on it.
Huh?
No water on it.
You got a,
No, I good for now.
no, I got a bottle if you want to.
Yeah, but I mean, I need it now.
No. When I come to these places, I don't put anybody good at. I always come shot the real.
You don't have a full on it.
Normally this should have had some water for the faucet. I don't know how they had that already. gotta stay by, so help me, huh?
Yeah, yes, Pedro. All right.
Well, this is 2020 first annual race for Alberta Hughes in the memory of Alberta Hughes. Today we starting at Meads Bay at 2 o'clock on the button, and in the fleet today we got 8 boats: the Bluebird, Satellite, the Tree, UFO, Sonic, Light and Peace, Real Deal. That's the Wizard over there, right? Yes. Yes, so we are heading to the west on a 2-lap race for today. And on a 2-lap race where just started in 2 minutes. Here you got the Bluebird jumping out first, Satellite, and following that is a Sonic, the UFO, the Light and Peace, the Wizard, and the Real Deal. And the Tree just started off from the shore, so that's a bit late. This is a Hutch. This come. This is the annual race which put together by the family of the family of Alberta Hughes, and we're going to say a special hail up to his lovely wife, Elfrida. I hope you're listening or looking on. Elfrida, we must say a pleasant good evening to you, and thanks for the invite for me to help with the commentary on this particular race. We are on board the Zion train, and we are captained by Captain Isidro. As usual, this is the second time I've been on this boat. It seems that I'm trying to make myself as comfortable as possible, but Captain Isidro is the one who is doing this. And I want to say another special hello to the children of Honorable Sir Belto Hughes. I'm going to say hello to Keith. How you doing, Keith? I know you're in St. Thomas, man, but you know how it is, and I know you must be eating your ghost to know that you are not here to witness this first annual race that is a memorial race which is put over by for your father. But I hope you are in tune. We are bringing it to you live by Von Hazel, and he is doing the live streaming on this race. I want to say a pleasant good afternoon to you, Ron. Von, thanks for coming, and he is the one doing the job in that. We're going to say hi to Rhonda. What's happening, Rhonda? Good afternoon. Well, Sherry, I know you're here, Sherry, so I hope that you're okay. And you're so shy. You don't like to make a towel. You don't like to be up front and nothing. But however, I want to say a special good afternoon to you, Sherry. And we're going to say hello to Vernette. I must say that Vernette, I want good afternoon to you. So it's 4 daughters and 1 son. So Carol, I don't want you to think that we have forgotten you. No, we know you're part of this event. So we are trying to do the best we can for one of our main boat racers on this island. He may be gone, but he'll never be forgotten, know how you try. I happen to have I must say that I had the opportunity to ask my good friend, Ralph Hodge, my co-host in every race we have done over the past, to come and help us out this afternoon. And I must say that Ralph knows quite a lot about this man. He have worked with Mr. Hughes for quite some time, and he got a lot of knowledge about him. So I'm going to ask, as we move off, we are on the vicinity of not Viceroy, yes. We're in the vicinity of Viceroy, Four Seasons, coming west. So from our vantage, we got a 2-job pole on this boat. So we hope that we will not be messing up as much, because the guys on board the sand train got to drop the buoys, the markers, and make sure that everything is done in place. So we are on board the sand train ahead of the boats, showing them exactly the angle we got to go, and I'm going to ask Mr. Hodge to say a few words, just say about Mr. Belto Hughes.
Thank you, Mr. Gould. And we are witnessing, as Mr. Gould said, the first annual race, the inaugural race Alberta Hughes. And it started somewhere in the Connors Park region. The Connors Park is just south of Carrimar and north of Blanchard's. And we are doing a 2-lap race today, and it's in honor of quite a noble Anguillian, one who I've had the distinct pleasure of working with, one who has to some extent shaped my way of thinking in some sort. A person who has been extremely honest, a person who will give his everything to help others, and one. It's always difficult to say an honest politician, but I can assure you, if you would have found some of them, he must be in the midst. One who has been an extremely good family person, one who takes advice knowing that he must be the final decision maker in certain things, one who thinks about the welfare of other people, something that is lacking in Anguilla these days. You find that you are in it for what you can get out of it. I can assure you that Alberta was not that type of person. Mr. Cool and myself did the carry of him from sandy ground to his favorite West End when he actually passed away. I had the opportunity to be on this boat other times, and quite a pleasant place to be on. And certainly somewhere about Alberta is looking up and saying thank you. I can assure the public of that. But today, 8 boats in the race. Mr. Cool gave you all of the particulars. It's about a $10,000 EC race. First place $1,000, second place $800, third place $600, and the other 5 boats will get consolation prizes of some $2,200 EC dollars. And with coronavirus striking the world, it has hit us here in Anguilla. People are looking for places to go, and I'm certain that while we are consistently talking about social distancing or physical spacing, you're going to find quite a crowd down here for the rest of the afternoon. Boat racing from the Connors Park has become very popular over the years, and I certainly would like to see this Belto race become a part of the national calendars, because if, for God's sake, one of these days his family would not be able to host it, I think it must be a part of Anguilla boat racing. He has been a seaman, he has been a boat builder, he has been everything about the sea, a fisherman, a sailing boat captain, one who thought very highly of himself, and he knew the sea better than most of the others. And today I'm extremely happy to be joining Mr. Cool and paying tribute to him, thanks to his family for coming up with this idea. And I certainly wish that people who have contributed to the welfare of Anguilla's existence in some way, no matter how little it will be, that they be honored or that they be remembered. And certainly today we are here actually honoring a great seaman, a great politician, to say a great statesman. I think he goes beyond the realm of a politician, because a politician simply controls power. He was a person who looked at the interest of other people, which is so important, and as a matter of fact, I would say in some cases so unique. You're going to be hearing a lot from Mr. Cool and myself. The boats are in the distance. We cannot make any perfect call from here, because the boat on which we are traveling, it is also the stake boat. So at some point in time, I guess after the stake is put down to come back up towards the Connors Park area, we'll be able to give you a more accurate description of what's taking place. But so certainly we are going to exchange, we're going to have an interchange of our voices. So just beyond the Four Seasons now, coming into the lower West End area, and certainly I'm going to bring you back to the voice of Mr. Cool.
Thank you, Mr. Hodge. I mean, you could have done a better job, because you have worked with this fine age gentleman. I've been around him, and I know that we have had many jokes in particular, and I hope that his wife, Mrs. Hughes, could remember one race that I made her went to cook the goat, because we are bringing it home on board the Light and Peace, and then in doing that, after sail for 4 hours and 30 minutes, coming to the final destination point home, bow on Standard Ground Police Station, and I said, well, this is it. When they catch the goat and they got it, oh my, that I can remember Ralph Hodge was with me in that race when the tree went to the north over Crocus Bay, and I said, Ralph, the tree will win this race. The man stopped. He said, no way it can. I said, if these guys make one stupid move right now, when this wind shift and it go in Crocus Bay, the tree will win the race. And we had good arguments, but it's, boat race is argumentative, and that is what you get from it, the spirit of argument, and when it happened, I say, look at this, what's going to happen, Ralph. The wind has no change. The UFO called back to Light and Peace, and Stephen has taken the bait. When Stephen took the bait and went back into the land, her sails flapped. We tell you definitely, no wind across there. So when the sails flapped, the tree took the advantage and she broke back right in the heart of the northeast wind, which went after the wind shift. And
Mr. Gould, let me start some of the controversy now.
Yeah, let's go.
You and the Belto, or you have something in common. First of all, you own a boat.
Yes.
That Belto could sail a boat.
Yeah, he was a sailor.
You can't sail a boat.
No, that's the thing. Those are odds. I can't swim. I must admit that. As a matter of fact, my first sailing was 21st of July, when the boat went to when we went to Grand Cars. I was on board with Captain Percy, and the boat sank, and I was the bail man. From that time, I never went back.
Oh yes, I heard of that story.
Yes. No, it's a fact. The bear was there, so you know, once you anywhere around bear, a bear got nothing to hide.
Tell me something, Mr. Poole. What are your thoughts about Alberta? I cannot praise him too highly because I think he was one of the true Angolians, one who had the spirit of what Angola has been all about. And I certainly wish that Angolian people will be more like Alberta.
I'm telling you, he's a man who could never say no. I have seen certain things that he have done, and he really don't want to do it, but he could not say no. I got so close to him. Well, you know, boat racing. You know, when you talk about racing and you want to hear arguments, you gotta let me because that time it was a rivalry between the Shen and the Light and Peace, and you know, the Light and Peace is his whole heart. So there you get the rivalry coming out of it, and he laid out on and you know what's amazing though is that it transcended to his children for me, because you know, I remember that I was in St. Thomas after we did the race for him, the race before during his death, and I heard this lady. I was going to the shopping mall, and I heard this lady shouting, "Mr. Cool, Mr. Cool, Mr. Cool." I'm wondering who know me that well to take the liberty to be calling me like that. And then she said, "Mr. Cool, we cannot give you up, you know. You made us felt well." And it was Rhonda, of course, and there it was. And I mean, and from that day, she never slipped me, and we have lived very cool. But I can't tell her mother today to put on any pot, and I wouldn't advise her to, because I can't tell her the positions of the boat as yet, and I wouldn't think about telling her the positions until we get in a little bit more and know how the boats are seen. But it will be quite nice to see that in this first annual race that the Light and Peace could really take it. I mean, to me, where I'm looking at, she's in a very good position, but I can't say which boat is which, because we are now coming to the end of Iguala. So I believe that they are coming. They'll soon drop the boys. The two boys are going to be soon dropped, and from there you're going to have a 2 laps race. So we're going to have 2 laps coming down and 2 laps going up. And we got Troy, who is main engineer, who is actually facilitating, and that's it, because the wind is completely from the north, from the southeast, and this race will finish early, because we just about, from my estimation, about 2 miles off Iguala, and the wind is blowing from southeast, and to me there wouldn't be any okay, we're now dropping the one buoy to line up. This buoy is gonna line you up where you gotta go. I mean, so the first buoy, and then we're gonna go a little further west. After that buoy is dropped, we're gonna go further west. Yeah, Vaughn, that's the way they're doing it, Vaughn. The one the one boy go over first, and now the boat now is sailing towards this boy that we just laid over there, and that's going to go, and we show them exactly where the second boys will be laid. So from my estimation and looking from it, it looked like the Bluebird is in front. What look as no, the light and piece. I mean the Bluebird is the one in the center there. What happened? Here's too deep for us, guys. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, and now the first. Yeah, the first mark. Watch it. Okay, the first liner buoy has been laid. You can see it right now, and from your vantage point looking at it, you'll see the Bluebird is to the right of the buoy coming down, coming. It's to the west of the buoy come down, and it look as though no, no, what happened is you lined up the buoy first to this other buoy will be laid. Another buoy will be laid for it to go around. Wherever the first boat go, all other boats must follow. That is the thing, the rule. So sticking with the rules. Well, now you see. Once you pass that, now. As you see there now, those boats now going to come towards. We are now to the north of Anguilita, and the wind has picked up. We know it was. We started with wind about 12 to 15 knots. To me, it still remain the same 15 knots. So, but good sailing wind, and everybody's waiting to see what's going to happen. Now, as the boats get closer, and as the boats get closer, and we are going to drop the final buoy, the final marker, where the boats are going to come and make a turn. They will make a turn. Make it fast, make it fast. Now we're going to drop the final buoy. The final buoy over, gone over, and now this is where the boat which is leading the pack, it's quite visible, is the Bluebird. The Bluebird got them a good distance as it come down, and in between there seems to be the Sonic, and behind the Sonic is the UFO. But it's interesting to see that the lighting piece, that's the lighting piece in the middle there, right? Guys, the wizard. Okay, the wizard is fourth, and followed by the lighting piece. Now we are seeing, here comes, this is the beauty of this race. Here's the Bluebird, rounding up, as she go around, pulling in the sheet, guys, pulling that sheet as she go in. Look at her, look how she's rounding up there. That is the Bluebird I used to know, and that's the Bluebird it is right today. She looked very promising, and coming around, and now remember, we got about 10 seconds gone, about 15 seconds gone already, so that means that the Bluebird is straight for the land, and in second place coming up, in second place coming up is the Sonic, and the Sonic is rounding up, followed by the UFO. Here's the Sonic rounding up again, Sonic going around, and the UFO. It's interesting to see that the lighting piece might go ahead of the lighting piece might go ahead of the wizard. Yes, so the lighting piece is in fourth place, rounding up two. There she comes, rounding up against the flag with the wizard under her tail, and then the satellite right behind her. Look at him. Yes, and we've seen for that short distance, we see that the Sonic has rolled up over the other boat, and now here goes the Sonic, the lighting piece over the wizard, followed by the wizard. Yeah, the wizard over the lighting piece now, and we got Real Deal just gone around, followed by the tree which is in the back. So, ladies and gentlemen, with wind like this, fighting for wind like this, east southeast, huh? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at him. This is like dog eat dog coming in here. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the first annual the same race, same thing. It isn't there. Well, they decide we're going to leave the markers there. We're going to go down and come up. But something that you all have seen, guys, the Bluebird is now climbing from an inside there. How'd you watch your foot? Well, I gotta be able to say something about it as. Huh? Well, real okay. You gotta look for this hunch. Keep the line clear. All right. Now we'll see some little actions. The boat has turned, and you got the coming back. The real deal. The real deal coming in. The real deal coming back. We got the wizard. We got the lighting piece. As you see, heading back to Meads Bay, 2 laps. This is the first lap race now, and there they're coming up. Now you're seeing they're heading straight. Well, we can't say who's leading because from our standpoint, the Bluebird should be, just wait and see. You've seen 2020 first annual race today, which is held by the families of Honorable Belto Hughes. And Ralph and I have been grateful to be part of this history. We're doing the commentary. This is the first race we have done for the year. And when I was called they want to talk boat race, I told the gentleman who wanted to give me the phone, I am not discussing boat race at all for the year. But when they tell me who the person was that want to speak to me, I said, okay, Sherry, I'll take the phone. Anyway, here the boats are, right ahead of us. And Ron, you're doing a good thing. That is the light and peace, right? And showing them there how the light and peace is. She's right behind the real deal and them, and they're looking to go up. So that is it there, and across from that, Ron, we got a real deal, the satellite in front of her. We got the UFO across there. We got the Sonic in the middle, the Sonic on the far end, and the far against the far land in our thing. There is the light and peace. There is the Bluebird, and the Wizard is in the center there coming up. So let's see what's going to happen. And we are now passing the marker that was laid to show the downstream, and we are heading back to Meads Bay. So, I know that our Anguilla people here are very thirsty. I mean, they're thirsty when they hear a boat race, and it's quite notable that you can see we got 8 A-class boats today in this event, and it's strange at this time of the year to get 8 A-class boats, and I think it's going to be very interesting all the way up. So there it is. Whether the Bluebirds went too far south is to be seen. But let me tell you something. That Sonic is going. Look at the Sonic from in the middle there. She almost went wrong last, and look who she is. Oh yes. Oh, okay. Yes. But what's interesting too, Hodge, is the UFO and the satellite. The UFO and satellite, and Real Deal is on the Real Deal is doing her real deal under the satellite lee. So, but what is good about it, Hodge, that you're missing, is that all of them head is pointing right on the target. You see, that's important about that. And well, the tree, I think that where she is, she ain't gonna have no branches there. Her branches are broken off. Yes, man. Look how the UFO marching out there. Marching. Huh? Yeah, the Sonic and oh yeah, pumping water. They're pumping water. Satellite fill up, yes. Satellite pump. The pink boat, Van. showed him the pumping of the water in the pink boat right ahead of that's the satellite. So they're trying to free her now, and look at how they're pumping. Even if you look on the UFOs also pumping. UFOs also pumping. Yes, everybody pumping. But listen, but let me tell you something, by the Sonic going like a rocket. Well, from my vantage point, fellas, Troy, from my vantage point, I think I would give the edge to Eddie right now, Huh? Yes, I know, but through our calculations, yes. Huh? Exactly. That's the point they're trying to make. Eddie is... The Sonic is on the way. The Bluebird is behind the real deal look like, but it's a higher boat inside, right? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on Showtime, for which we're screening live by Von Hazel, and we are on board a Zion train. We on board there, and we see it went around first. Went around first was the Bluebird, followed by the Sonic, and we are heading up where we saw neck and neck was the three boats. It was the Sonic, UFO, and the satellite, and real deal. So the satellite is got all the way in there with all the height, and we got that the Sonic is trying to make as much height as she can, and we must say, guys, I from my estimation, that the wind has picked up. The wind has picked up a little bit. What do you say? Huh? It seems to be more breezy now. And you got fans from here on the Light and Peace, fans on Bluebird, and you only got two neutral persons here today. Whichever one win is Ralph Hodge and myself, who are neutral.
I ain't quite neutral, I must declare an interest.
You will.
I like one of the boats.
Oh well, right now, I know all boats are mine. I'm taking all. Who's? Well, up to go. There's space now, Vaughn. There's spaces between the Sonic, which is one in the far there, and the UFO. And we got the next to the UFO is the pink one. There is a satellite, and this is real deal right next to us. But in the extreme towards the land, that is the extreme towards the land. We got that is the Bluebird, and she should be in number one position from looking at it. So you got no other choices, but and then behind we see the satellite just break it up and go in against the land. And because we saw the Leighton Peace went in against the land over there too. Leighton Peace turned back and gone against the land. Well, how far you think that Captain Charlie would come before he asked for a turn back? Yeah. Well, say he could still go, but he know what he's doing. So there you can see the pink one is the Sonic. Yeah, the Sonic to me is in a very good position. The Sonic and the UFO don't. Yes, they're in two very good positions. Those two you've seen right there. This is the first annual race put off by the families of Mr. The Honorable Alberta Hughes, and we got 8 boats. We got 8 boats in contentions. Which one is vying for first prize? Which one going to call Mr. Alberta Hughes first annual champion? That's the interesting part in this race here today. Outside Charlie. Which one is going to be called that? We see Charlie still going off. Charlie's still going off. While he's going off, we'll wait and see. And you never know what these guys can see. We are now heading towards the land on the inside, but Captain Cedro is in command, and he using his discretion and try to get in there. 8 boats in contention. We got, boy, look at that. We are presently behind. I know it's going to be a bit hard for you, Yvonne, but you got to make it with it. We are presently behind the UFO and the Sonic. These are 2 contentious boats, and there are 2 contentious boats, which they're probably neck to neck, Hodge. Huh? I mean, we know that the Sonic is over. Yeah. Huh? Sonic has made its. Yes, keep it right there. The Sonic has made a stack to see what's going to happen between these other boats. What you've seen that the other boat's going to see. And I tell you what, the UFO will go a little further over her and tack over her. That's going to be the interesting part when the UFO tack back over the Sonic. And Captain Charlie is firing off, and what he is seeing again is what we do not know. But there it is. There is, boy, take your eye not off that UFO from this angle going up there, Hodge. She's really smart. She's snotty. We got to shift to the other side. This is on the northern side. I know it's going to be very hard for you, Yvonne. You're going to be able to back up and hold on. This is the other side of the race. Yes. That is the boat in the center there. That is the satellite. Well,
UFO still going?
yes, sir. The UFO don't want to give Captain Charlie. The UFO don't want to give Captain Charlie any advantage. So the UFO attacked. But I'll tell you one thing. None is stopping the Bluebird. The Bluebird is showing her colors up. Because the Bluebird crossed the Sonic quite a distance. Quite a distance. I must admit that. Hajj, about, yes, and she have already crossed the UFO too. Huh? So, yes. Well, what do you think will happen to Captain Charlie being so far in front in the north?
Boy, I guess he's going to make one shot back.
No, he can't. No. Well, right now, we got the whole ocean. The whole ocean is split up in pieces. Some on the left, some on the right, and some in the middle. And to me, the better boat is none other than the Bluebird. The Bluebird don't got to watch a Charlie at all.
Come back now.
Who? No.
You watching Charlie?
No, but he don't have to watch Charlie.
Exactly.
You got to where.
Charlie dragging on the road. Yeah, watch Charlie.
Because where Charlie is, Charlie can't broke. If Charlie broke, he's still far away from the Bluebird, way ahead. But what he should do is come back in and try to look at the Sonic. That is his thing. Huh? No. Well, let's see. We got a cross coming up. Van, let's give the audience a thing. The cross is coming up between the satellite and the UFO. Let's see what's going to happen. That's your tree there?
Yeah, umbrella, that's that. A parachute. Parachute. Just stop up.
Bluebird come back. Very sensible. That is smart. Okay. Because with the distance, if I had that in yams between the Sonic and the Bluebird, I would never walk again. You understand, Van? I wouldn't walk. Because look at that. In yams, and then between them there, man. Yes, man. Well, we see. Oh, that down there is a tree. Oh Lord, the UFO crossed a tree a mile. All right, here we got 4 boats coming. Oh, and Charlie finally broke. Charlie broke from all the way in the north. And looking at it, Charlie broke and she in the stun already of the so far behind there is in the stun of the Bluebird. Well, the satellite is all the way along yonder. We got the crossing this going to the, that is the lighting piece going towards the satellite. Huh? The wizard. This, but boy, this the satellite crosser. Satellite crosser. And here you got a cross by the Sonic. Well, sailing, there's nothing to substitute sailing. And I'm telling you, my dear friend Belto, if you in a way could peep to see this, you'll say keep it up, keep it up. And I know which boat you'll try to back right now, but the odds are against you right now because the Bluebird is leading by a distance. Bluebird is leading by the distance. I can't call it between the UFO and the Sonic. We'll have to wait and see when they get in closer. But we can definitely see. We can definitely see that we can definitely say that the Bluebird is on its way up to the first marker. The race started exactly 2 o'clock, and we are hoping that we put this in because because of this Corona-19, and we got to finish, and all boats got to be out back in port before daylight. And we're going to thank the Commissioner of Police for 5. Well, we want to thank them very much for allowing this. We needed the people of Anguilla need this.
No, he doesn't have any choice. He doesn't have any choice.
But we need it, man. We need it. Even though that. Yes, but get your other hoses. Thank you for saying that, Haji. You gotta get your. Boy, but let me tell you something. Look at that piece of machine called the Bluebird there. I mean, you gotta give it to it. She really on an even keel, and she's going beautifully. What's going to happen now between? What's happening between those two boats out there? Oh, a real deal cross the tree. Really cross the tree. Yeah. This. Vaughn, I'm glad that you come to get some experience in this race. You'll see, so the people can see.
Still got half of it.
Well, half still to go, yeah, but at least this is it. 2020 first annual boat race, sponsored by the families of Honorable Alberta Hughes. I think that my co-host enjoy putting tricks on me, staying away from the mic, let me doing all the talking, and he doing whatever he want to do.
No, but notice the difference. You will make that decision. So if you want to go ahead talking,
well,
enjoy your talking.
How you think about the race, Hodge? Let's get.
I think you've called it quite right up to now, right? The Bluebird is some distance out front, but
wait, are you telling me that the UFO has crossed the Sonic? That distance?
Yeah. I was just going to tell you that too. Still anything possible.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we can call the 3 first places right out without even differing as how it stands right now. We got none other than the Bluebird in first place right now, followed by the UFO, she got to go right into the wizard, but she will cross the wizard. Yes, she got to go, and she got another choice. Yes, sir. Well, we got for today's prizes. We got the first prize. The first, Ralph, things are fine. The first prize will get $1,000 US. And the second prize will be $800. The third prize will be $600, and the all other prizes $200 consolation prizes.
What happens if the bag see it, you see it.
Well, hey guys, not because you're part of the Bluebird, we are live screening here. And tell that ugly fella down there to try to move away and let Vaughn do his job. Yes, think for each of us. Okay, Vaughn, look at that. Vaughn, look at that. See, that's the beauty of boat racing. That is the Bluebird. Those in St. Thomas, my people from the Bluebird, you have just seen her show her panties there. Her underclothing just now. And next to her is the UFO going towards the land. The UFO just crossed the. What's in the middle about that UFO just crossed? The Wizard just crossed the Wizard, and they're coming in. No. Yes. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I know that the Sonic gonna go straight until she cross the UFO, until she cross the real deal. She's gonna go straight until she cross the real deal. I think that's a very good tack the UFO made there, right? Yeah, but you ain't got no choice. Go straight to the bay and just come right in and show off your clothes and go up. And that's all. first annual boat race in the memory of Honorable Alberta Hughes. Streaming live is Von Hazel, and I think he got his first christening today to see how it really happened and knowing what's going to happen. You could say a word not because you're doing that. How do you like it? Say something.
I'm enjoying it.
You're enjoying it, fine. Okay. And don't forget to ask me any question, ask Mr. Hodge any question, ask the guys. Look at the Bluebird. You see, that is the Bluebird. Robert!
That's the Bluebird.
I haven't heard your mouth for time. She's really looking good, Robert.
That is the real Bluebird.
I know the days when you and I used to argue and fight.
Yeah.
And
That's the real Bluebird there.
yes. Hodge, I need you, Vaughn, I need you to just snap on Hodge and I here, and so you know you're talking about, and Captain Cijo.
I'm going to get rid of it now he's gone.
I am Harris, Mr. Cool, and this is
I'm Ralph.
my co-host Ralph, and I've been talking for almost the last hour.
Well, if you like talking, I like to hear you talking.
And so I'm going to give it now to him. Ron, we thank you for being with us on board, and thank you for carrying it live to the streaming live for the families of Honorable Mr. Alberta Hughes. I hope his family's enjoying what you're doing, and we'll say keep it up the good works. And I hope you on the other races when we got races.
Got so long before it's finished.
All right, okay.
To praise Vaughn.
Okay, let's go. I'm going to, you know, Vaughn, give me one of the drinks here first. Give me a drink first. I'm going to take a drink first. You sure you want some water? Now? Okay. Give me I'm going to take a drink and let him do whatever he got to do here. Okay, Ralph, find something. Nice. Okay, thank you very much. Put all these on your ears, put it on the way it is like that, and do your do.
Okay, I guess Mr. Cool has exhausted himself, so I'll take over for a while. His commentary has been very accurate as far as I'm concerned. Right in the bay just above the Four Seasons is the Bluebird, and everybody is saying the Bluebird is back. The rest of the race is in the middle, where there are 6 boats, and then off below Four Seasons is another. But the present positioning with the Bluebird, and then the UFO. So it's very interesting. It looks like the Wizard has crossed both of those boats a while ago. So going. So which is this one out there? Oh, Blue. No, this one out. Is it the license piece down?
No, that's the license piece on yonder.
Okay, yes. So on the southern side of the race now, we have the Bluebird that is leading, coming up towards the Turtle Nest area, just west of the Turtle Nest area. Then we have the lightened piece down by the Four Seasons. So we are looking at the rest of the race in the middle. I'm here, Mr. Cool say hardly. Yes, between that's the Wizard and the UFO. So the Wizard has come virtually out of nowhere. So the Wizard is going into the north. The UFO coming towards the south. And right in the center we see the blue boat. That's the Sonic there. So at the moment, right in the shore on the way towards the first half of the race is the Bluebird. So I guess all of South Hill is aglow at the moment. Mr. Gould, you with the Shan Not Out Valley Pride has been hidden for a while. So no valley representation in this one, but quite a fantastic, nice bright day at sea. And if you're dealing with something for the late Belto Hughes, you're going to get the best of the weather, because he was the best of them in terms of personality. And one of the things we've heard in Anguilla quite a lot is that you must have this sort of formal education to be a politician or a statesman, and Belto proved that is rubbish. When you're going to serve people, it's going to be what's in you, and he has proved it throughout his life. And certainly I wish that would be the model for many more of our people who are going to be coming to political prominence in the years ahead. But the first or the inaugural Belto race taking place now, and certainly it's come in the calendar this year, and we hope that it will be in the calendar forever as far as racing is concerned. So if you are ashore, you will notice now we have 5 boats in the middle. The up front is the Bluebird, and then you have 2 on the northern end. So the 4th boat, the 3rd boat from the southern end, is going into the south. Is the Sonic. Am I right with that, Mr. Poole? Yes. So just in front of the Sonic is the UFO, and about 150 meters or so from the halfway mark is the Bluebird. So the Bluebird held all of the honors in the first part of the race. Let's see what happens in the second part. So she is maybe 300, 400 meters. Yeah, she is rounding up. She's rounding up over the halfway mark, somewhere that was a marker that was put out in the first part of the race. So the white top and the blue bottom of the Bluebird, we are seeing the crew. Most of them look like they are adorned with white over their heads, white over their shoulders. So struggling a little to get around the boy. So well, all things are possible in this race, but certainly it seems like there is a commanding position by the Bluebird at the moment. And I noticed that Nell was shouting her praises from yesterday. Let's see what happens. She maybe have a 400-500 yard lead.
No, they got to know spot it is.
No, they ain't got no.
They got to know, come on.
No.
The same market, same place. No, I don't even think.
Yeah, it's the same place. They just.
What's happening here, Nell become a regular player in Crocus Bay now, so become a Crocus Bay man.
He's not a Crocus Bay man. He's part of the Crocus Bay team, which makes a difference. But and he's a very good member of the Crocus Bay team, Mr. Cool. We can look forward to him. And there's something about Nell. He seems to me to be a decent character, much unlike some of the characters that we have who have been infiltrators. Anyway, it's back to the west for the Bluebird, and you find that there are 4 boats in the Turtle Nest area coming towards the halfway mark, and to call the names UFO would the boat look like in second, no, in third place, is because there is the UFO was crossed by some boat, the boat that is coming towards this way.
It's crossed by the Sonic.
By the Sonic. So the Bluebird, Sonic, and the UFO, they're
Look at it fight for a second. A second point on. Look at
how this race has changed in recent times has been significant. And that looks like the Wizard.
The Wizard's coming in.
So
the Wizard cross.
The Wizard is in 4th place for sure. So yeah, the Wizard crossed the one, the Anadis one. She's coming up towards the blue.
Which one coming from north?
Yeah.
There's a boat coming from north.
Boy, there's a boat right behind us. It's a satellite. The satellite is to our backs at the moment. So the is it the lighting piece or the Wizard? So second place looks like the Sonic.
Well, the Bluebird got another.
Real Deal. Where has the Real Deal come from?
Real Deal?
Where has the Real Deal come from? The real deal is now in second place. The Real Deal. Now this seems to be impossible because the Real Deal has been like a UFO, has come out of nowhere and is in second place. Was virtually 7th in the race most of the time. So she is coming around the stake at the moment, and the satellite is just behind her, and Mr. Cool quite a jolt for the stake here, because there are about 5 boats, almost 6 boats in touching distance. So yeah, Real Deal now is looking to come around the stake. She's just started, and the lighting, the Wizard, the Wizard has come around second. The Sonic is going to come around 5th, look like. So yeah, yes, there is the Real Deal following the Wizard, the Satellite next, the Sonic next, and the UFO. And Mr. Cool, how miraculous this racing is, because no one thought of the Real Deal a while ago. It just looked like a boat dropped from the clouds up in second place. And that is fantastic. That is fantastic sailing. Everybody thought that she was out of the race, and here she's. Yes, but wait, the tree is in it, so there are all sorts of surprises in this race. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only missing 1 boat at the moment. Oh, that is actually the tree, which is not far away. So we are going to be on the down run now, the significant distance by the Bluebird. So and the blue, she's not that far off here. Well, let's see how you can make up on the downturn now. So the Bluebird, so we are talking the real deal and the Wizard. I will not predict which of them will be in front, but they are second and third. The Satellite is also in the mix at the moment. The Sonic is just in the back. You have the tree. The tree look like she has come around seventh, and it's a very interesting race. We are going towards the west now to actually be there with out front with the Bluebird, but the other 7 boats are very close together in the shore. And the marvelous thing about this race is, where did the real deal come from? So as we look towards the one of the premier hotels in Anguilla, Four Seasons, no activity now because of coronavirus. Quite a nice looking place, can match with most places with almost any place in the Caribbean. And as I looked on the other side, I think that Camp Jaluka might even look more fantastic in terms of looks. As we go towards Barnes Bay, we meet the Barnes Bay area, or the Mays Bay area, just left some nice restaurants in that area. A nice strip of rock going towards the western end of the island. There is a beach in the back of West End. And all this traveling we are doing, we are traveling just behind. We just passed the Bluebird merrily on its way towards the west. And as we were saying, and Mr. Poole is calling it very accurately, we found that there are a couple of boats in the rear that all of a sudden came up towards the front. Fantastic sailing, or call it good captainship here. A nice day out on sea, blue azure waters, blue clouds, and Mr. Poole pointing, there is some distance. We put that in the back and leave it for surprises, because you already said quite loud that it's about 3 minutes clear. So match 3 minutes. I can't tell you the distance because I might be lying, but it's a significant difference, and I certainly will go with Mr. Poole with the time. 3 minutes in front. We will wait to see what happens as she merrily makes her way towards the west. The actual stake is just a little west of Anguilla. Everybody is afraid to go on the southern side, but I thought that did not make good sense as far as I'm concerned, because we have to sail on the southern side to get here on the semi-northern side, northwestern side of the island. But we are trying to keep it clear. You can't be on the southern side without due reason, because we don't want any mix-up in terms of coronavirus activity in Anguilla with our neighbors. We are COVID-free, and we certainly want to make sure that we stay COVID-free. And as you look towards the west of Anguilla, the greenery is much more significant than the eastern part of the island. All of Western looks green, the big trees showing big heads of green, the scrub area very green, unlike the upper part of the island, which is still showing much signs of brown. But we are getting towards the western end so that we can have a look from that point of view, and they at least tell you what is happening in the next 10 or 15 minutes, because the most we can tell you at the moment is that there is a significant difference between the Bluebird and the other 7 boats, and it's amazing how the other 7 boats would have clustered towards the end of the race. So we are wait for whatever surprises there may be in the second part of the race. And just to remind you that this is the inaugural Belto Hughes race, and it's in memory of a fantastic boat owner, a seaman, a sea captain, a fisherman, a politician, a community person, a family person. You keep pouring the accolades, and certainly Mr. Hughes can match with him. One who has shown significant compassion in his lifetime, one who is always willing to give of himself for others. And here it is, we are seeing it in the life of his children, the life of his wife Alfredo, and I am certain the Western community will always remain very dear to his existence. So we are looking at one sail not far away from us, the sail of the Bluebird, a black jib and a white mainsail, and the others coming towards the west. So when you look towards the blue skies now, we are seeing patches of whitish gray, fantastic day. If you would want to be anywhere, I assume you would want to be in Anguilla. But based on COVID-19, we can't have you here. But certainly I hope you are following what is being done by the tourist board. We have virtual tourism, and you can be staying from wherever you are and sharing in the Anguillan tourism product. And certainly I am aware that you can't wait for coming back to a place where you get the best of food, where you get the best of drinks, and where you get the best of the people, despite where you'll always have some wayward bits in the midst. There are people nowhere like Anguilla, friendly, always willing to help, always willing to welcome you, and let's ignore the few who would always be willing to make trouble. That's a natural thing in the world, even if we go back to the days of Jesus on earth. So I want to thank my co-host. He will refer to me as his co-host, Mr. Cole, for being so vibrant in his commentary today, because last night he had a mishap, and thank God nothing extremely bad went wrong. Something bad went wrong, but certainly it could have been worse, and I'm very surprised the way he has taken it. Probably a trip like this would have taken it all off his mind. But he is well and all right. So is his daughter Shan, so is his home. Just the garage and the vehicle burnt out. But those are smaller scale material things, and once you have life certainly there is hope, and I'm very sure that Mr. Cool is of that vein. Once he has his life, he will be always able to bounce back from things of that nature, and that is the time when we know our friends. How the folk around him flocked around him last night, how people showed interest in what's happening. And I think that's the way the Anguilla community has to be built. And it grieves me when you find us going in different directions unnecessarily. You will have your opinion, I will have mine, but it's how we manage these opinions. And the important thing we are going to have to note is that we are going to have to live together here as an island, and we are going to have to be our brothers and sisters keeper. We are going to have to take care of each other. There will be times when we differ, but remember that is only the difference for now. We all want to see good for all of us. And how immaculate is the sea today. We are somewhere in the northeast of Mr. Cool will correct. Yeah, northeast of Dog Island. And the southeast, okay, I had it on, my head was turned, let's accept that. We are in the southeast of Dog Island, and the sea out here is all fantastic. We do not know how deep it is out here, but the blue sea with the white caps occasionally, and you have a boat that you're lying in a bed in. So we are very comfortable out here. We are having before us Von Hazel streaming, carrying this race today, so you can be seeing what's taking place. And as we look towards the north, we can see just pure blue sea and blue sky, and how immaculate it is where the sea joins the sky, you know. So a very nice, very wonderful day. Part one of the race race has finished, and the boats are just running to the west at the moment now. And Mr. Cool reminding me of a couple of things. Oh yes, we have missed that, and how unfortunate is that? Digicel actually has donated the internet for this live streaming. Thank you, Digicel. I know the family of Alberta Hughes will appreciate this very, very much. And while I do not know of the sons that much, I know of his fantastic daughters. Mr. Cool somewhere has the name of the daughters, and I want to thank one of them for taking care of one of our brethren in St. Thomas, and how nice that has been. And Anguillians looking at Anguillians, it's very important. I've been shown a paper from Mr. Cool where the son, let me see if I got it right, it's Keith. Yeah, I know Keith, Then there are the wonderful daughters, Rhonda, Sherry, Bonnet, and Carol. Their names. Good. So we know that you are listening or you are looking, and we are grateful to be serving you. I think we owe it to your late father. I certainly have gained quite a bit from him, not monetarily as such, but something that's more than money in terms of the kindness of heart, the being caring. That is very important. One of the few who will sit and take advice in terms of making decisions. And a small man, but a very resolute and strong man. When he makes a decision, he's firm. He's certainly firm about it. And certainly, when he makes a decision, there's always the people's element in it. Something you don't hear about much these days. I'll make a decision because it's my business and I have the authority to do it, to make that decision. I do not care about what happens from it. That was not his way. And I certainly hope that we are moving in the direction of that he would have moved in, and all of West End, I know, would be proud of him. Today we are doing this race in his honor, and what a race it has been. We are going to have to wait and see what happens, because if I can call it now, it's the Bluebird in front at the moment. Still, there are 6 boats, look like they are quite close together in the middle, and then out on the right hand side, looking from the west, there is one other boat. So all of the 8 boats still intact, and how nicely they actually fitted together towards the end of the first half a while ago. A lot of surprises there, because boats that we thought would have been completely out of the race, would have been no chance. They ended up coming in a pack. So the Bluebird still heading down on her own. Mr. Cool told you quite accurately, we had 3 minutes from the stake to the Bluebird and the boats that were behind her. We'll have to see what really happened. And Mr. Cool, when you take over, we are going to have to check the time to see if there is any increase in distance between the Bluebird and the others. Any increase or decrease? Yeah, we had 1 or 2, maybe had about 4 or 5 other boats on the sea today. I remember Gotcha, and so let's wait and see. There is some talk on the boat. Where is the last? Where is actually the turnaround buoy? Okay, let me get you back to your seat. So, and out on the sea today, certainly we are seeing some sargassum weed. Sargassum weed. We are. Yeah. Oh boy. approaching the guiding buoy, so the other one should be somewhere towards the west of it. So there are two sea craft. Yeah. Oh, there. So they are looking to do some alterations here. I'll tell you about them as soon they are taken.
Must you come in? You come in?
No.
Come in? Good!
Yeah,
Tell them go into the rubbery. I'm going there.
So the Bluebird at the moment is in sight of the buoy that turn around. Okay, so directions are being given now to where the Bluebird should be sailing. Yeah, so you're gonna have to tell the others that they have to go straight down. Maybe it might be advisable that we go up and tell the others that they sail straight down. Otherwise, certainly they will be.
Hold on.
Okay. So the Bluebird is sailing towards the west at the moment to pick up the final buoy, and so that is not too far away, and certainly she will start coming back towards the east, and it is going to be
Excuse from there.
okay.
I got an excuse from there living and pull this up.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, you cool. Just relax. Okay. Oh, you gotta move?
Yeah.
Take your time, cool. Okay. So. So we are doing some adjustments to one of the buoys here, but the race position is, as we've said to you, as I've said to you earlier, the Bluebird out front maybe anything like over a half mile probably in front. The other boats that we're talking anything like three or thereabout minutes, as Mr. Cool described earlier, and the other boats are in a cluster. So someone will say, look kids, it's all over, but the way racing has been, we are going to say, okay, it looks like it could be all over in terms of the Bluebird is because of the distance out front, but all sorts of things are possible. The other 7 boats are all in very close proximity, and that was not the way it looked when we made this first turn the last time. Not too far towards the west to go, maybe another 200 meters for the Bluebird. The others quite a distance in the rear. And as we look towards St. Martin today, a bit of cloudiness, and that's all Angolians could do with regard to St. Martin these days, other than if it's a special plane trip or boat trip to St. Martin. We could just stay about 11 miles away and look across at St. Martin. We just can't go. St. Martin has to do the same thing. They look across towards Anguilla and probably say they wish they were over here. But okay, so the noise you're hearing in the background is we're using a winch to take up a buoy that is out here. So it's right in the way of the check your time differently. Check your time from now. So we, okay, good. So, oh boy. There is anything here to monitor the depth? So, the Bluebird is now going towards the south. So, we will have to wait and see. But the Bluebird seems to be in a very comfortable position. She's rounded. The boy is heading towards the south when they come. Probably as close to the land as she could. And certainly from a vantage point, it will be the Bluebird seeming to the out front and in a very good position of taking the first Alberta Hughes around Hughes race, annual race. So now in second place, it looks like the real deal could be in second place, and the Sonic is well positioned. The Lightning Piece, it looks like, is also well positioned. But all seven boats are fairly close together. So the satellite is also in the midst of that straight line, and we just will have to wait and see what happens. But we probably I will want to call it that the Bluebird, unless she breaks down, unless something unfortunate happens, it seems like the Bluebird, you can call it early, and the others in the middle, they will have to be working for second place. Right now, it's the real deal. The real deal in second place. The Lightning Piece looks to me like that is third. Fourth is the satellite. Fifth, the UFO, and the other three just fractionally behind. So the races between the Sonic and the race is for second place is between the other seven boats without the Bluebird, and something must go exceedingly wrong. But remember, we are telling you the position as it appears to be now, and certainly miracles can happen in this world. I do not know if one will happen here today, but let's rule that out for the moment and look at what's before us. The actual facts and figures show us that the Bluebird is way out, and the distance that she has, according to we are hearing, watch time, that there is a 4-minute coverage, and she still has about 20 seconds or so. Well, I reckon maybe 30 seconds to go around. So you could talk maybe somewhere in a 5-minute gap. But we all know that a 5-minute gap can be made up in boat racing. But I am not sure whether that is the case today. So the Belto inaugural race 2020, and we certainly hope that this race will go on for many more years. And not many more years. It goes on for a long period of time. So here goes the real deal around second, and the other boat will
That's why you do the real deal going around time, huh? That's why the wizard do the real deal.
So let someone is saying, let's see what the wizard will do with the real deal. But I doubt what could happen. The Bluebird out front, and the other boats have a 5-minute gap to make up. A 5-minute gap is a significant gap. Especially the race is just west of Anguilla. Okay? So Wizard went around third, the Satellite going around fourth. Not far behind is the UFO, so UFO will be going fifth. We are going to see the Sonic coming around maybe in sixth. So I think that's the right call. Sonic going around fifth, and around sixth is going to be the Lightning Piece. No, the Wizard is in the Wizard. The Lightning Piece. That's the West End boat, and sixth and the seventh is Carew and the Tree. So the two of them went around virtually the same time. So you have the Tree that was so far out of it when we turned around here the first time is now back in the thick of things in the second seventh boat. So one of the boats with Alberta, the real deal is going towards the land also, and we find that the Lightning Piece, she is attacking and going straight to the east at the moment. The Satellite is following the real deal, so would be the UFO, so would be the Sonic, and the Tree and the Lightning Piece. So the Wizard is going towards the north, the Bluebird is going towards the land, towards the western part of the eroding soil of Anguilla, and you have to be reminded that the distance in terms of time is 5 minutes the Bluebird ahead of the other, so you can keep your own statistics on land and certainly see what happens. The Wizard seems quite well going to the north, right? So it seems like a race between Wizard and the other six without the Bluebird, because the Bluebird is way up towards the western tip of Anguilla. If you know Anguilla well, it's the hardcore Anguilla property, not Anguilla. We are talking about Anguilla itself. And has been a fantastic day of sailing. Two trips down towards the foot of the island, steering clear as much as possible on the southern side of the island. We are looking at Hughes and Martin in the distance, and some nice white grayish clouds just up the sky from what people call the horizon. Or that is where the sky and the sea appear to meet. That is right across from the western tip to the eastern tip of St. Martin. St. Martin virtually like Anguilla, lying from northwest to southeast, so to northeast, northwest to southwest to northeast. And we are looking back at Anguilla now, the Four Seasons and the Malahana area, the western tip. And the very interesting thing is that most of the houses that we are seeing, looking from here, they are painted white. Whether they are smaller villas, whether they are living houses, whether they are the bigger hotels, it seems like white certainly is the favorite color. And we are seeing quite a there are palm trees. That was from the entrance of Four Seasons into Four Seasons and House Street line. That looks from here. Then we are seeing the Mangoes restaurant where we are seeing the other restaurant there, and right in the area where the race is finished there will be the notable Blanchards. There's Malihana on the northern side, there's Caribou, and certainly a very fresh looking green part of the island. Quite different when we have to go towards the middle and the eastern end of the island. So the Sonic has now turned towards the north, going towards the northeast, and in a similar direction to the Bluebird that is way into the line, or way over the rail wheel, still going towards the line. So are all of the other boats. It's the Sun and the Bluebird going towards the northeast, but all the other boats, they are going towards the other direction, in towards the land. And while we are ashore, we do not see much of this Sargasso reed. I can tell you that out here at sea, we are seeing quite a lot of clusters of it. And the nice thing is that it is drifting away from the land. I noticed that in the cove today, when we parked up there is a bit of brown sargassum in the shore, but out to sea, it seems like the natural drift is to west. So on the left of us, it looks like the UFO coming towards the land. The Sonic. The Sonic continues to go towards the north. So everybody is jockeying for position at the moment. But the Bluebird certainly is way out. It does not seem likely that you can capture. So we concentrate on the others for now. In a while, we know that there will be a cluster. We will be able to make more significant predictions of positions. But the Wizards sailing towards the northern direction, out towards the land, towards Mango, and sailing quite well. We can see the top yellow and black jewel and white mainsail. The Sonic is going towards the north. Probably let's see if what worked for the rail deal on the first lap will work for her. But looking way up front towards the first set of houses from the western end of the land is the Bluebird, and the Bluebird still really sailing quite a distance over the other boats. I believe that we are sailing in a race now, looking for second place, because the way the Bluebird is sailing, she is saying, I'm going to be etching my name alongside the Albert Hughes first memorial race. So here is western boat sailing well, probably to get in the top set of honors, and that is the Wizard. I am going to keep going for a while so that Mr. Poole will be well rested and can bring you the final stages of the race. So you can stay back and relax and wait for his excitement. So we are looking at the first Alberta Hughes inaugural Alberta Hughes Memorial Race. Alberta Hughes being a fantastic owner, a captain, a sailor, a fisherman. Alberta has been so many things at the general level in terms person in terms of looking at the interests of this island. And certainly he has been one of the proud people in talking about the development of tourism on the western end of the island. Certainly that's a fait accompli, because if you're on the west side of Anguilla, there must be your best beaches. And generally in the Caribbean, where we talk about sea, sun and sand, the tourism belt flops in that area, and certainly West End has carried her role fantastically. And certainly the thing is that he has always been very committed to the running of affairs of this island. One who was interested in being a mediator, one who was interested in making sense of what's happening, one who has been interested in keeping the peace. And that's so important. Unlike the vociferous people who are cantankerous and trying always to put their point of view as the focal point of view. That is, all of us have views, and all of our views should be listened to. At the end of the day, the views that make most sense should be the views that we will follow. And certainly as we move to a new dispensation after COVID-19, I sincerely hope that people will realize that it makes good sense to actually be united in thought, look at each other, and that's the only way we are going to sensibly move forward. So the Bluebird is now coming up towards the Four Seasons, just west of the Four Seasons rather, and just in the back of the lower part of West End. And quite comfortable, must just take her time, do what's necessary, and that will be it. But I'm going to say to you that at the moment the position is that we have the Bluebird leading the race. So I don't think that South Hill people could be led on by me saying that it should be an all Bluebird race. The only thing that could happen is that she goes down or something happens, which more than likely one would not want to happen at the moment. But she is certainly out front and in complete command. And certainly with that, I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to go back to my co-host, Mr. Cool, to complete at least the first part of the ending of the race. Mr. Cool.
Thank you, Mr. Hodge. And you give me a nice break there. I had a nice ginseng and quenched my thirst. The unfortunate thing that we got Miss Van Hazel hasn't drunk anything for the day. Look in the bag and see, give him a bottle of water. You gotta be thirsty. Even though he isn't talking, you gotta be thirsty. Look at a bottle of water and put it in your hand for him, please. I got one in the bag. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final lap for these boats. And I just seen a calculated risk that the Wizard put on. We know that the Bluebird is in the lead, but instead of the Wizard going towards towards the Bluebird, she tacked in front of her. What you hoping for? I don't know. Now I look further in the south. I can see where she intend to make sure she cross. What? Oh, because I want to know if that's what you're telling me. Because y'all got me confused. Let me make sure. Okay. Well, we don't have to look. we don't well, what the Wizard is doing is make sure she maintain a second place. The Wizard want to make sure she maintain the second place. Since, huh? Yes, but she want to make the Wizard want to see if she can make the second place. So it's a calculated risk. It's a because now the Wizard has crossed the Wizard has crossed the sonic distance. The Wizard has crossed the sonic. It has crossed the sonic. Yes, Wizard has crossed the sonic distance, and real deals against the land. That is the calculated risk that the Wizard took. You see, because the Wizard want to make sure that the Sonic don't beat her, but if the real deal is in a better position than that, so that was a calculated risk. I couldn't figure what it was because, man, even if the Bluebird sink, they can't catch her again. You know, because they can paddle the show. I'm sorry if I know we got some Bluebird fans. We got some Bluebird fans and thing, and I mean I praise them up a little bit too much, but still, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Yes, man. Now remember, Hazel. This boat, the Wizard, is a Bluebird, is a Western boat, and she wants to make sure that she can win the second prize, which her name was still Carl, but we're gonna wait and see. To me, I'm sharing it between both of them. I'm not gonna call which name because I'm not gonna call which boat now from which that and that, but the Wizard is trying hard. The Wizard is trying hard. Huh? No, the Wizard is going. You want to make sure that his. Oh yes, he got Wizard under control there. So definitely we can call the race as by saying the Bluebird. Let's take the Bluebird out of the picture. The second boat is the real deal. The third boat, I'll give it to the Wizard. The fourth boat will go to the Sonic, and where's that, ladies? I'll give the Sonic. Stop that. The satellite way down still. No. So the other three boats, apart from that it will be the satellite is coming. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are on our way to the climax. This race started at 2 p.m. sharp. And you know something? No. Remember the virus, the commissioners say the boats gotta be insured by 5 o'clock. Even though we have a virus here, we want to make sure that we don't get any, and we gotta stick by the rules. We're not going to say the rules said this and we don't do that. We gotta stick by them. Final climax, 2020 first annual Alberta Hughes boat race. Freda, I would say you could put on the soap now because I don't know how you're gonna get it, but I don't come down. I'm gonna come down West End like a customer doing, going to your apartment to take it out. But it's been a very very nice race. Oh gee, it looked as though The UFO got a problem. Look as though the UFO got a problem. She was in fourth place. So she look as she got a problem, but her secure boat is next to her. Thank God. Well, the secure boat is right next to her. She developed a problem, so the UFO sailed. Yeah, and here we going. Now, we were talking about the calculated risk that was taken by the Wizard. We did say that the real deal is over, and is that if he going. You gotta watch him. You gotta watch the Spanish watch him, please. I don't want to hear him. The Wizard is going over there, partner. He let her go, but he going on the wind too. Charlie gotta come real good. He's yes sir. Yes sir. But now the Wizard is on win and reach. Win and reach right now, partner. But that's the reason why I ask you, what is the calculated risk? None I could tell me, but that is what I feel. You know, I feel that's a shot that he want to give, and if you look, it's paying off, huh? Oh yeah. Yes sir. Yes sir. That is it. Now we can say, in the north, up front, is nothing else but the Bluebird. Guys, y'all still are not with me. I mean, I want you to talk. I know y'all are the Bluebird fans, yes. But, well, let's be able to see. Huh? The fight for second will be between Real Deal and the Wizard. Now let's see who will be the victor. How'd you know, it's amazing to see that last week this side of the island was dry like a chip, and some nice showers over the weekend of the week, green like a lily. And Willa, I'm telling you, green like a lily. This is the West End for you. Well, and Iguala on the whole was dry like crazy, and now she's with a couple Thank you, Vaughn. It's a pleasure having you over here with us to help out. Brother Hodge, Robert, Mr. Richardson, tell me, man, Leonard, the two Bluebird kings, and Captain Cedro, how you doing?
I'm good.
And the chief engineer, Troy. Take here for me. Chief engineer Troy, Captain Leonard, and also Roy, which is a Bluebird man, and our captain.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's Cedro. Thank you. Well, everybody knows that I'm Mr. Cool. Yes, but I want to say that Vaughn, it's a pleasure having you with us, and I mean, and it's a whole different segment of a race, looking at it from this aspect. And Mr. Hodge, look at him. I mean, you have done well as always. We thank you. Good day. Nice. And as it comes to the climax, we started with 8 boats, and Vaughn, if you look right down the center there, 1, 2, 3. The third boat is the UFO been broken down. That been broken down by somehow, so the support boat for the UFOs next to it, and that's the reason why we did not go there. Now here is going to be the task now you're looking for, Vaughn. This is that's real deal in the middle, right? Keep your eye on see. This one on the north is the wizard. Will the wizard cross? Will the wizard cross the real deal? That is the sticking point of this game now, because whichever boat cross is going to win the race. Is the second best. But tell Charlie, the wizard get knocked. The wizard get knocked there. You wouldn't know, you understand technology of a knock, eh? The wind hit her and left her and she drifted back. So, well, we're going to see. Boy, real deal looking good. Huh? Let's see who's going to cross. Look, man, real deal got it done, man. Charlotte.
This boat is bigger than look at sizes.
No, that's not it. It's going to be interesting.
Look at the angle.
That boat coming from north, boy. That boat coming from north, boy. Yes. And Charlie don't want to give it up. So this is a fight, ladies and gentlemen, that to keep your camera on both of those boats now, because that is going to be the most interesting part of this race now. Who will be the second boat winner? It's going to be a tight call, and if you look, by it's hardly. It could be a hardly by. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you've seen it, this is the point of this race right now. And some are saying somebody saying the wizard is going to take it. Some going to say the real deal is going to take it. So let's see. Now they're coming together. Oh, jeez, I'm bread. I ain't calling no name, but the wizard look like she got it. Look at the wizard is going to take it. Look at the wizard is going to take it, guys. It can't be hardly, because look at this. The wizard is going to take it. The wizard is going to take it. Will there be hardly? Will there be hardly? Will there be hardly? Let's see it. Wizard cross. Wizard cross. Hardly! That's what you got. That's what you. Oh no!
Nobody pushing right on him.
No, man.
They can't no Hadley.
Hardly, but Charlie take it.
They can't no Hadley. They pushing on him. He take it. He take it. They can't no Hadley. They pushing on him.
Two boats come together.
They can't no Hadley.
But well,
the wizard pass the boat clean. They will shove it over him.
I see.
We shove it. She cross him and shove it over him.
They will shove it under him.
no, over. He shot.
Boy, Derek do that.
Derek should have come in 2 more jumps. Derek crossing clean and shove it right out that rim.
Well. Huh?
It wasn't nowhere close to Hadley. Derek crossing clean. Derek shoving out that rim.
The racing over, you know? No.
It's like crossing clean.
It should cross it clean.
You see some mile over there, the rail, there's some mile over it. It's such a drop it up.
Yes, sir. Well. No, get on Hughes fast. But let me tell you something, guys. The wizard is opening. Is opening the lead on the. Ladies and gentlemen, 2020 first memorial race by the families of Mr. Belto Hughes. I'm telling you, It has been exciting. We real big calling me back to fight. I would not take that fight. I would not take it yet. Ah, gee. Hey, shove it back on. Now you're going to see the fight between the real deal and the wizard. That's going to happen right to the stake, because no one going to want to give each other the winning spot. West End say, I want it. Real deal say, I'm going to take it to Santa Ground. Now let's see what's going to happen. Southside. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Vaughn, this is the winning boat. She went down on the west. She came around the flag first. She came around the flag down there. She went around this first buoy 3 minutes ahead. She went ahead 3 minutes. 3 minutes ahead. And it's interesting to see the hundreds of folks. Give me the people on the beach who they're enjoying that boat race. Look at them. That's what you call boat racing. They're longing to see it. Yes, sir. And now we go back to the number one boat, which is coming in, which is none other than the Bluebird. Bluebird coming in there. Bluebird is coming. She went around 3 minutes in her first race ahead of the boats. On the downwind, she increased her lead by 5 minutes. So she went around by 2 minutes. So it's 5 minutes she went ahead, boats on the downwind. And now we need not ask who is coming in first. We don't know. You need not ask who's coming first. And I'm not going to count the time. I will refuse to count the time, because these Bluebird guys, these Bluebird guys are going to show off themselves. Troy? But you got to give it a distance, Troy. Okay, here coming through an even keel, no competition. That you're looking at, and we are way back, is the Bluebird going through the two buoys. Yeah, Vaughn, you see that? Right through the two buoys. Sail through with ease. In jubilation is the North Hill and Sandy Ground, South Hill guys. But the Bluebird coming through, the South Hill and Sandy Ground guys coming through on the Bluebird. Yes, very good sailing. Let's give the captain and crew of the Bluebird and a great applause. And in second place now, this is where we saw the heavy competition a while ago. This is where we saw the flipping of this race change, where the real deal was coming from south, and the wizard was coming from north, and as the wizard crosser, across the real deal flip it on her, and from the way we see the wizard is sailing now, because she got fresh breeze coming from the northeast side, fresh breeze on her, and she's walking away from real deal now. Well, yes, sir. She's trying off herself. Showing off herself. Showing off those underclothes. And the Sonic. Yes, Vaughn, because that's also one of the biggest rivalry of the Sonic. The Sonic is a big rivalry here. Sonic is crossing the satellites. So we got the first three prizes, Vaughn, is we got the $1,000 US will be paid to the would be paid to the Bluebird. We got $800 will be given to the boat, whichever come first between the Wizard and the Real Deal, and the other $800, the other $600 will be given to third prize. That's the position of the prizes, and each other boat will be having $200 US for participation. Well, we can see now the Wizard look as though she. Excuse me, there, Captain Troy. Who is the captain of the Wizard?
The Wizard?
Yes.
A young guy named Derek. Eddie Nephew? Derek.
Eddie Nephew Derek?
Yeah.
So you mean that?
No, don't say that.
Don't say that. Okay, I can take it back. Eddie Nephew Derek is captain the Wizard.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he flipped the coin so fast?
Okay then.
Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the Wizard is coming in. And I've learned just now, for the first time, that it is captained by Eddie's nephew, Derek. Derek was a young sailor, went with us to CATS program, CATS Kids on the Sea to Tortola, and he and another young gentleman by the Roy's son. What's his name again? Well, he also. Yes, those are two young sailors from the CATS. So from the CATS program, we produce these young sailors. Congratulations. Pardon me?
You get an opportunity to become a big boat captain.
Yes, and he. Well, I've seen Roy's son too. He's also.
Yeah, he's a captain
of the upset which won so many times. Yes. Well, I don't think that, from my estimation, again, that the Real Deal could cross it. The Real Deal cannot catch the Wizard again. It's about 100, 150, about 100 yards, about 100 odd yards up. And oh no, man. No, we can't do that. We got to go by. Listen, y'all. I'm sad to say, you know. So excuse me. I'm sad to say you got us some boat line, some water, not a drink, and I'm going to talk about it because at least give me a drink. That's all I want. Anyway, we've seen the keep it on there, my man Vaughn. It's such a pleasure with you. Look at Vaughn. Here is the Wizard. Put it on the name for me. Catch it right on the name. The Wizard. This is the Western boat which is going to be taking the second prize. Look at it. Here coming through right over the Long Hellum. Nice. Gone through.
6 minutes.
The increase, I must say, that the Bluebird has increased its winning by 6 minutes in this entire race. That's a lot of racing. And here now is a Real Deal. Yes, Vaughn, give it to me. Yes, going through. So we got first, second, and third prizes. First prize goes to the Bluebird. Second prize goes to the Real Deal. I mean, the second prize go to the Wizard. Third prize go to Real Deal. Now, what got me confused is here we got one from South Hill, one from South Hill, one from North Hill. One from West End and one from North Hill. Those are the three winners. All other boats consolation prize. Very good sea, good winds, good sailing. And I must say again, yeah.
Leave room.
The buoys.
That's gonna go one day.
We are now coming, Yvonne. We are coming to the climax of this race, and we're gonna, we're just gonna. Once you get the first, second, third, and fourth prizes, we gotta go all the way back to. We got to go way back on the other side to pick up our vehicles where we got. But you can give the people a little thing what's happening on the beach and show them. Well, you see, yes, very nice race. Very nice race. That's right.
How colorful it is. Seeing these boats and a nice thing to get us out of our houses with lockdown facilities.
Yes.
We just have to be careful. We don't want any more. We don't want any coronavirus. And Vaughn has done a
fantastic job. But he don't want to talk. You know.
Doing an important part.
Yes. Concentration. Yes.
And how well all of these boats sail greatest.
No, there's nothing to really brag about.
Yeah, winners, but all of the boats sail. And this, if you do not know West End, ladies and gentlemen, it's how you come out, look at the beaches, look at the buildings.
There are a lot of festivity on the shore. While I guess Captain is going to be taking us back to on the other side of the cove.
Before you get out, let's say a very hard thank you to Mr. Alberto, who's his family.
Excuse me, Van, get this.
We want to say a very hearty thank you. We want to say a very hearty thank you to Alberto, who's his family. We certainly appreciated the evening here out at sea. Doing it for Alberto, we'll do it every single moment. I certainly said earlier, and I repeat it, Alberto could be someone considered a mentor, one with an extremely good heart. We hope that the rest of his family is fine, and we certainly hope that this race will continue many years in the future, Mr. Hughes.
Thank you very much, and I would concur with you in saying, as I call upon you, you had nothing to hesitate about. You said, yes, I will. And I mean, it's like saying, let's get married. And you say, I will. And I really appreciate that. And on behalf of Von, who have done a fantastic job for us, and all the captain who's done a great job in carrying the marker, and on behalf of everyone who have contributed to the success of this race, I want to thank you. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and thank you. We'll be signing out as of now.
Well done.